Alright, man, what's going on, man? I'm sitting here with old Taylor Made, man. So Taylor Made, what's been going on with you?
Man, everything good, man. Just blessed.
Yeah, that's right, Yeah, hey, I hear you coming out with another book too.
Yeah.
Tell me something about that, man.
Yeah, part 2 of Far From the Trap is called Pain. Everybody pretty much like Far From the Trap. It has a good message. It talks about me being a part of the world at first, then finding out who I am in Christ.
Okay. Pain. Why you call it pain?
Well, it's a lot of pain involved in the story.
Okay.
I'm in this. I'm in part two pain. I'm in part 2. And there's a lot of information that I'm giving to let people know that we go through things, but you don't have to let that dictate who you are.
That's right. Yeah, you a little bit. You into everything. Music. Yeah, man. Listen. Tell me what you got come. What you got new? What's new with the music thing?
Okay, well, I just dropped my album on YouTube called Peculiar.
Okay.
I got Luke G on there. That's pretty much the only person I really have featured on the.
Gotcha.
Besides myself.
Okay.
But it's just a blessing to be able to share my story and just be able to relate in such a way that can help people grow.
That's what time it is. Okay. All right. Man, shoot, but you've been dropping them like lately though. You've been dropping them back to back, ain't you?
Yeah, I've been busy. I've been busy since 2017. I've been dropping them. I really ain't slowed down any. Cause I believe that the devil don't take no breaks. So
yeah.
Why should I? You know what I'm saying? Cause it's about getting the message out, and everybody got to know who Christ is.
Okay.
And I feel that I'm gonna be a messenger for him. So that helps me keep building.
So yeah, man. Okay. So I want to ask you another question, man. So who are we, man? As people, man. Are we black? Who are we, man? You understand what I'm asking you?
Yeah. Who are we? Black. Well, black is a color.
Mm-hmm.
If your whole life, if I looked over here at this wall and it's brown, I know it's brown, and everybody else pointing at that wall say that's black. That's black right there. Now it starts becoming a trend, generational curses. Now everybody else is calling it the same thing. Why? Because now it's popular. It became popular. It became a trend.
Okay.
Everybody see that as one thing, but it's getting called another. Just like nigga is a derogatory statement to say about my brother. You know what I'm saying? Calling him a nigga, that's saying he ignorant.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Saying that he ain't who he is. So black means evil, dirty, unclean.
Yeah.
But when you look at the white, it means righteous, pure, holy.
Yeah.
So now,
and we know that ain't. Oh man, okay. It's some stuff going on out there, man. It said we the Israelites. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I believe that. What you feel about that?
When I found out, it was an eye opener, because everything started to make sense. Because now I started to realize, like, man, I'm somebody for real. Like, I'm a part of this body.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm one of God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? Like, to just be able to research and understand that, because you go online and they tell you, well, you go on ancestry.com and they'll tell you, well, you what 8 different nationalities.
8 different nationalities, yeah.
You know,
they might say you Asian. Yeah, good. Yeah, I know about that 23andMe and all that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But I believe that, man, about being the Israelites. You know, I study a little bit myself.
Yeah.
You know, that book, man. And I believe that. So, got anything else you want to say about that?
And it's like, it made me think about, Nick Cannon just came out. Had an interview saying that, like, black people, we must be the Hebrew Israelites. Now, he got backlash for that. He came out and said that, and now he losing all his endorsements because he said he was a Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah, didn't he apologize or something?
Apologize.
For telling the truth?
Bag down.
Oh, man.
Apologize. You know what I'm saying? So now, I'm sitting there thinking, like, man, this whole time, we still in slavery. All we gotta do is keep the commandments. Follow the rules. Follow the rules. Deuteronomy 28 explains why we in the situation we in. So I'm like, man, this whole time, we ain't following the rules. And who we gonna blame? We gonna blame the oppressor? Or we gonna blame us? God gave us the reason to do something right. He gave us a reason why we're gonna be blessed. If we don't follow those rules, then we fall under the curse. But
That's true. Okay. Man, it's like every time you turn on the news, man, one of our people getting murdered or whatever, man, and it started to make you start to get angry about it, you know what I'm saying? So how you feel about the police shooting our people down in the streets, man? Putting us in a chokehold, tasing us. I seen them punching a dude in the face. They was choking him, punched him in the face, and then tased him while he was on the ground, man. Man, how you feel about that, man? And the Black Lives Matter and all that type of stuff, man.
That's another thing, because the whole time it's like, if we going out there marching, saying Black Lives Matter, evil lives matter? That what you saying? Evil lives matter? So now, and then you talking about a color. You ain't talking about can you speak black?
Ain't no language.
It ain't no language. So now, we don't even know our language. We don't know where we from. They tell you you're African American, 2 different places. And we can't even come together as a people, as a whole, because not just the police killing us, that's white. We killing each other. That's so-called black.
And that's something I want to ask you about later too. But yeah, you're right.
So I'm sitting there thinking, like, man, when we as a people gonna wake up? Cause this whole time we playing around, everybody playing around, think it's a game, and as soon as one of us come up, we sitting there looking at him like, oh, that's gonna be my meal ticket. Oh, he gonna help me get out. But what you gonna do yourself? Every man need to help somebody. Rather, it ain't even gotta be financially. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the kingdom work. Some of this stuff is just gotta be knowledge, because we are destroyed because of lack of knowledge.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And if we don't apply ourselves, like if we go to school to learn. If we went to school and then never picked up the book when we went home, when we went back to school, we probably not gonna pass the test. You know what I'm saying? So now we must apply ourselves to the best of our ability, because we can go on a job and we'll learn that job because we get a check. But when somebody tell you, man, we finna get into these scriptures and learn the word of God, oh no, man, that's a white man's book.
It's white man, yeah.
No,
yeah,
man.
they love to say that, though.
Oh, but now it got what? A colored man in it?
You know what? If it's a white man's book, he sure left the wrong information in it.
Trying to tell you, told the wrong thing.
He told the wrong thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. 2020 been crazy, ain't it, man?
Yeah.
For real. 2020 been real crazy, man. What's up? This corona, this COVID, whatever you want to call it. Man, got people wearing these masks and all that, man. You know, sometimes, you know, we required to wear masks. It depends on where you work at. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I just don't wear it. You know, but this corona thing, man, what's your take on it? I mean, you think that it's what is it, pandemic or whatever? Or do you think that they put this thing out here to attack a certain group of people or a certain race of people or what?
Exactly. This thing was put out here on purpose. This was designed to annihilate the children, the people of God. So this whole time we walk around with masks on. This is the only time you can see a black, so-called black person, especially a black male. You can go somewhere in public with a mask on and not get harassed, not get put in jail. You know what I'm saying? But still, yeah, we the ones still getting killed out here. Why? Because we ain't got no seatbelt on? Why? Because we didn't say yes sir, no sir? Oh, why? Because you didn't do exactly what I said. Now, we trying to figure out how can we beat this coronavirus? Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Because the whole mode is by his stripes, I am healed. You know, the whole mode. Speak life into your situation. Just because it's a virus out here, you don't be fearful. You fear God. You be aware of what's going on. You be aware. Don't fear. You fear God. That's the whole problem. Everybody, they want to fear something because they see. Because that's what the system is designed to do. Get you to be fearful to make you act a certain way so they can keep you under control. So now we gonna kill this dude, this powerful dude. Now everybody else is gonna be afraid to try us. That's the same thing what they did with the William Lynch theory. William Lynch had a theory to keep people, so-called black people, in slavery for 400 years. This how it need to be done. You kill the strongest one in front of everybody else. Another person had a line, you kill them in front of everybody else. Whole mode, we trying to figure out how we get in this position. But nobody wants to stand for righteousness. Everybody want to ask questions that you already know the answer to.
Okay. So, we as a race, man, we so divided. How do we come together, man, as a race, man? I mean, what is it that we got to do? I mean, I can, for us, I mean, unity is important, but we with unity, but how do we do that, brother? You understand what I'm saying? How do we come together, man?
it's like if we look back in time and looked at Jacob and Esau, they was twin brothers from two different nations. They were fighting in the womb against each other. God said he hated Esau, but loved Jacob. Excuse me on that. Hated Esau, but loved Jacob. Now, we got to figure out, why don't we want to be like that? Why don't we want to be like Esau? Because Esau, his sacrifices weren't worth nothing. Esau was stealing from his brother. So then, we go to Jezebel. Who was Jezebel? Jezebel was killing the prophets. So you don't want no woman if she don't like hearing the word of God, or you telling the truth, especially pertaining to the word of God. Because now she operated in the spirit of Jezebel. Because she hated the prophets. None of them. Judas. It's dangerous to know the truth, to be in the truth, know the word, and to not live by the word. That's more dangerous than not ever knowing the word. How we gonna come together? So we got to figure out, how can we get rid of all this materialistic stuff? Because all this materialistic stuff don't matter. Just because you got a big house, just because you got 12 Rolls Royces, everybody want to be your friend. If you ain't got no money, or if you ain't got a lot of money, oh, he ain't worth nothing. He soft. Yeah. He ain't got a lot of money. Oh, he ain't worth nothing. He ain't got no money to give nobody. He can't take care of them. But if you got a big house and nice cars, you can have all the women you want to. You sleeping all the women. The wife she gonna stay there. Why? Because he got money. Not because he a man of God, but because now it's more convenient, and he'll give me anything I want to. But then they might leave and take half of what he got, but he don't care because he got so much money. But how are we gonna come together as a people if we ain't living right? If we ain't living right, if we don't know how to love each other.
That's right.
We gotta love each other first. We can't be arguing about the simple stuff. But he owe you some money.
You kill a man over a couple dollars or whatever, or kill a man over a female. Can't get together like that, man. It'll never come together as long as we keep it. You said the key word, love. You see what I'm saying? That's the key word, man. And us as a race of people, man, we lack love for one another. You understand what I'm saying? That's why we can't get together. But when we learn to love one another, we'll stop killing each other. We'll stop stealing from one another. We'll stop sleeping with each other's wives or whatever. You won't sleep with a man's wife if you love your brother. You know what I'm saying? And you gon' tell him the truth if you love him. You see him going off, you gon' tell him the truth. Until then, until we can get this love thing right according to this book, it'll never work. We'll never come together. The Most High, can I read something?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather yourselves together. You understand what I'm saying? It said, gather together, O nation not desired. So the Most High want us together. You know what I'm saying? And love one another. If we could do that as men, instead of you got cats saying that if I love a brother, you think something wrong with it.
Think you soft.
Hey, think you soft or whatever. Yeah. But the same brothers walking around with their pants and they butts out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they calling you soft.
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's one way, man. But that's good though. And once we get it right, the women ain't no problem.
Yeah. Fall on line.
We got to get it right. Yeah. But I like that answer, man. We might as well just jump right on into it, man. I got some more questions. I'm gonna deal with this one. I want to deal with this one question. We'll deal with that last. But you got our brothers, man, talking about they Moors, and I actually thought that Moor meant black. I mean, that's what I thought. Does Moor mean black? How you feel about that? And just about being a Moor period. Because if it mean black, and they already calling us black,
that would mean the wrong thing. Right?
That won't make it don't make no sense.
Yeah, that would mean the
so
wrong thing.
So you calling yourself black.
Yeah.
Or you black. Moor, if Moor means black, it don't make no sense.
Yeah, so I don't see the point of, I heard before that you can actually get your nationality as a Hebrew Israelite through the Moors. You know what I'm saying? And then you won't be under the laws of America or any other laws of any other country, but the laws of them. Okay. But now, this is what you gotta ask yourself. Okay, you a man, black Moor.
Yeah.
So you driving, you got a tail light out. You get pulled over by the police. They ask for your driver's license and registration. You say I'm a Moor Hebrew Israelite. I ain't giving you nothing. What you think is gonna happen when you seen all this killing on TV and live, and they got cameras all, and they don't care, and they don't matter what's going on. You can be on the phone. They snatching that phone out your hand. So now, just because you ain't got to tell me on no paper that I'm a Hebrew Israelite, because I can pull it up in the scripture and understand that. I don't have to have that, but I understand that. If I'm driving out in the street, I need a license. So when I get pulled over, I don't go to jail.
That's right.
They ain't gonna pull you. They ain't gonna pull you over and take you to jail if you got a license. Then say, "Oh well, oh you're a black Moor. Oh well, we gonna take you to jail because you say you're a black Moor and you ain't got your papers." Nah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really worry about that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't really that important. I mean, I understand that you wanna pursue and have your, but then if they ship you off, what you gonna do when you don't know the language? You in another country, you don't know how to get no food, none of that, you don't know how to talk to nobody. Then what you gonna do?
You went in there for a bomb, and you don't know what you talking about.
The whole time, because that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. That's like even when you talking to people in the scripture, when you talking to people, you gotta be able to relate. And you got to be able to speak of people's language, because if you're not speaking their language, they ain't gonna understand. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you first come into the truth, you gonna get the milk. That's the milk first. You gonna take baby stuff. Then you gonna get into the meat as you start to go along. So now you get an understanding. So I don't see your point in being a Moor for real. I don't. It ain't really. I'm an Israelite. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't see that for me. So
it's a lot of history and who they was. It was history, but that's a long story. We ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So why our men, man, can't be upright? Like the Most High told us to be. They want to be homosexual. What's wrong with people with this homosexuality, this gender don't matter stuff.
Yeah.
You can be a man or a woman, man. It's a man talking about I think he said he was an 11-year-old girl or something like 3-year-old girl or something, a grown man.
Yeah.
What's up with that, man? What's up with these brothers? Because, like I said, I think once the men get in line,
mm-hmm.
you got to worry about these women.
Mm-hmm.
This right here, this thing right here, man, is a big problem.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out, like, man, you know, even with the women too, though. You know,
women, yeah.
But you know, it's like I don't understand it because how in the world you won't like another man, like for real? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It ain't making no sense to me because, like, see, I like women all day. But I've been selling for 13 years. I've been selling for 13 years. You know, everybody talk about that all the time.
Yeah, we gonna get into that.
But anyway, like, so everybody want to make seem like, oh well, that's not me. Let them be them. Let them do their thing. So now everybody cool with it. They practicing everything's cool.
That's what it is.
Everything's cool. So now we got a problem. Everything's accepted. You can be anything you want to be. All you gotta do is go out there and do it. They get out there, but I'm gonna get on TV telling them now. A man and a man can walk down the street holding hands and be in love. I said, nah, come on now. The whole time, I'm like, man, see, we being cool with everything. We being too cool with everything, and now it's becoming a problem. So now it looks normal on TV. You look on TV, it's two dudes kissing.
Yeah. Commercials. I seen the commercial. Two dudes
kissing.
Yeah.
So now,
and people saying, "Oh, that's good.
That's normal.
They love each other.
Let them be happy. When you burn in that fire, let's see how happy you gonna be. Because you around here playing. When it says in the word that a man that lie with another man shall surely die, even womankind with womankind. So now,
gonna get put to death.
So now, y'all thinking them two girls kissing this. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I want to join in.
Yeah. You gonna join?
You gonna join?
Join right on the lake. I'm on in that fire.
Yeah, man. Can I give you something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 5, man, and verse 20 say, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil." And that's what they doing, man. It said, "Whoa," that means destruction, right?
Destruction.
He said that put darkness for light and light for darkness, and put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, right? Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. So I really wanted to bring out verse 20, man, where they calling evil good and good evil. You know, this lesbianism, this gender don't matter, this homosexuality, you know, you got two hard legs. Then they had the nerve to adopt children, man. Now you bringing up another soldier under that foolishness. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, all right, man, let's move along, man. So we dealt with the blacks killing blacks and what we got to do we got to start to love one another and all that. So, but this is another thing I want to talk about, man. I want to ask you about, not talk about, but ask you about the pastors of the church is telling people that they don't have to keep the laws of God. Man, what's going on with that? Because I haven't read that in the scriptures nowhere.
Man, I don't see most of the time. See, it done got so bad that people are just the mega churches are more about the cash than they are the souls, and it's about ties. But then, how can you keep the tithing though, but not the rest of them? But why in the scripture you ain't gonna find nowhere in the scripture where God is telling you that if you give me some money, you gonna be blessed, overflow. You know what I'm saying? You ain't find that in the scripture, and you cannot tell the people that they don't need to keep none of the commandments. Now, when you tell them they ain't got to keep even the least of the commandments, you gonna be least in the kingdom.
At least in the kingdom, it might not be good.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, so it's just like, I don't know why they think it's okay to say, if you give $125 seed, you gonna get this much prosperity. You give $1,000 $2,500 seed, you gonna get this much prosperity overflow. Now, if Christ, I'm just saying, what if Christ was just like, I ain't healing nobody today till y'all come up here and just line up and give me all the money y'all got.
You get in the gold coin line, you get in the silver coin line.
And your healing is gonna be last for 30 days. And after that, you gotta pay me another round.
No, yeah.
And no, you ain't gonna find it.
You ain't gonna find that.
You know what I'm saying? No,
that ain't enough.
No. Yeah, well, I want to talk about some money, then third, and then we don't want to do the right thing with the money. We out here buying all these Rolls Royces, and you got a $100.2 million house.
And it's homeless people.
Homeless people out here starving. $65 million jet. Why you buying a $65 million? The church buying you a $65 million jet.
You don't need no.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. People out here starving. People out here, you ain't went out here to name one of the commuters and talk to the people about Christ.
I'm doing right. Follow the laws. You tell them, no, you ain't got to follow the laws. Just pay your time. I heard that devil man, Kenneth Copeland, told him the pandemic going on. He told his members, just bring the tithes. I don't care if you email them, put it in the door, under the door.
Yeah.
Cash out, everything. That devil man, we know that they ain't getting in the kingdom anyway. But that devil there said, I don't care how you get them in.
Yeah.
His concern wasn't. I hope everybody okay during this pandemic. That man was just thinking about money.
Yeah. That's the whole move, man. I don't even know why.
But you right though.
I don't understand why everybody don't. There's a lot of people just don't see it. Oh, don't talk about my pastor. He a good pastor. But then,
if somebody say the wrong thing about Christ,
don't nobody care.
Don't nobody care.
Don't nobody care. Christ ain't white. What you mean? He ain't got no color?
Yeah. They ain't reading the Bible, man.
Ain't reading the whole time. Not reading. We're not doing no researching. And we wonder why we destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The whole time we trying to figure out why we split apart as people. Because we can't get in this word and apply it to our life. As a people, as a whole.
Okay.
And it just like, man, I grew up in the church. I'm a PK. So I've been in church all my life. So learning what goes on and because growing up I thought the Sabbath day was on Sunday. So I'm thinking this whole time, I'm like, man, the Sabbath day is on Sunday, so we going to church on Sunday. But sometime when I was growing up, when I was younger, we would still hit the club. You know what I'm saying? Saturday night, so we in the club on the Sabbath.
Yeah.
We in the club on the Sabbath. Then we gotta wake up in 2-3 hours to go to church. And we be in church halfway asleep. All the homies, we ain't halfway sleeping in church. But didn't know who we was. Then if I can go back in time and tell my brother that passed away, 2 of my brothers that passed away, about who we are. And we wouldn't have been out there hitting the clubs up. We wasn't out there killing nobody. We wasn't out there robbing nobody. We wasn't selling no dope. But we was out there having fun. And we wasn't more concerned about who we were in the body of Christ. We was more concerned about, well, we gonna have fun, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sell some t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? I won't have, Gucci on Gucci in my car, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my spree wells, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was about. But now I realize that we ain't got no time for that, because you can't serve God and Mammon. You can't serve two masters.
Two masters, that's right. So, you know, and the pastor ain't really telling you all that. You know, you're going to church every week. He ain't telling you all that. You know, he ain't telling you need to walk in the ways of the Most High. He ain't telling you that. So they just, and they're getting hyped up, man. Falling out, yelling and hollering. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't really.
That ain't the Holy Spirit.
That ain't no Holy Spirit.
You just yelling and fell out, and then you go back and you go do the same thing.
You gonna do the same thing, but if you fall out, a lady fall out. Just think like this here, man. A lady fall out. She got on a skirt, and her skirt fly all up, and her underwear showing. You know, some of them probably don't even have them on underwear. Underwear showing, and and they saying that God poured His Spirit on that woman to expose her body like that. It's not the Holy Spirit, man. It can't. I mean, I don't just believe that He'll just expose the woman, make her fall out of drip, fly all up over her head.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, you right, man. You going to church just to say, "Well, I went to church."
Yeah.
But you ain't getting nothing out of it. The pastor's not teaching that word.
Exactly. Because you go there and they say, well, you heard the pastor preach, and he said this, and he said that. But when you went home, just like when you was in school, you went home and you did not apply yourself.
You did not apply yourself. The scriptures, go ahead.
You did not apply yourself. Because now, when you go back to church, all you can remember is what the pastor said. You never applied yourself to the fact. You never pushed yourself to another level. The reason why Mayweather is undefeated, because he pushed himself to another level. The reason why Roy Jones was one of the greatest fighters of all time, because he pushed himself to another level. Mayweather, Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, they ain't no average fighters. That's because they took it to another level. They applied themselves.
Yep. All right, man. Look, boy, this last one, though. Got one more question, man. Being celibate, bro.
Yeah.
Boy, that takes some strength right there.
Yeah.
Hey.
All praise to the Most High.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Wow, how you do it, man? It take a lot of prayer and.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times I be feeling it. I'll be like, man, let me go get something real quick, man. Let me go try to get something from somebody, man. But you know, at the beginning and the end of the day, you know, so I be ready to be like, man, I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait for that female. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd rather have a relationship with that person, a good relationship, than just being a sexual partner and me not really even like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be about sex like that. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be about who you are as a person and what you stand for. Because morals go a long way. It ain't just about, oh, you bad, you got a face, you got some in the tits. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't about just that. You know what I'm saying? You always want to be attracted to a person. You never want to get with a person that you're not attracted to. That's point blank period. You know what I'm saying? That's my book on the righteous standpoint, A Laws of Attraction. That's coming out soon. So now, you always want to be with somebody that you're attracted to. It's not all the way about the looks, because you ain't got to be the baddest thing, but your personality need to be on point. You know what I'm saying? Your personality make up a lot reason why a person like a person. Point blank period. Because you ain't got to be all that fine. You know what I'm saying? for me, I like you, but at the same time, I want to be attracted to you. But it got to be something that I like about you for me to be attracted to you. And a lot of that got to do with what your morals is. A lot of that got to do with what your morals is. And next to that is how you look. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I got to be attracted to you. I'm not gonna be with somebody I'm not attracted to. But just understanding how I'll be celibate is, I understand that God wants me to wait until marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's been 13 years. I ain't had sex when I was 22, 23 years old. I'm 35. So I had females to want to come at me just because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And most of them some of them was these was married females. You know what I'm saying? Some of them were bad. I mean, the people that I knew before, I knew some bad females. I was good with some bad females that I ain't even had sex with. Man, I remember I was in Orlando, man. I probably could have ran through a lot of females, but I ain't really run through none of them that I was supposed to get some from, because I was so I wasn't really worried about the sex like that. I was more worried about the relationship with the person, like having fun, going places. You know what I'm saying? Doing things. I was about that, like just having a relationship with the person. I was cool with that. It wasn't about, oh, I'm gonna get something, I'm gonna beat that thing up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get that cat real quick. It wasn't about that. It was about having that relationship, that bond with a person. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like the most. And that's why I thank God for me being celibate right now, because I have a better relationship. Because He said, if you can't wait to have sex, marry that person. But never marry a person just to have sex.
Yeah.
Never marry a person just, they ain't saying that you just marry a person just to have sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? And then understanding that another thing, 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. You know, fornicators cannot inherit the kingdom of God. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want to be a fornicator. Now, if I be a fornicator, 9 out of 10, I ain't gonna make it into the kingdom, because ain't no fornicators gonna be in the kingdom, because they shall not inherit the kingdom of God. That's why we gotta apply ourselves even more. We take this thing as seriously, because our life is on the line every single day, and it could be that moment that we miss God, just like Judas, and that could hinder us from making it to the kingdom forever. And if you go to hell forever, that's forever. Ain't no getting out. Ain't God gonna pick you out of a tree of people that's in hell, and you gonna be like, oh, there go Micah down there. Let me do a Micah out of there. Yeah, watch out, player. Get out the way. Get off, Junior. Micah, I got you. Nah. You in there like swimwear.
Yeah. But yeah, man, hey. That's a good thing though, man. And she out there, man, got to get you a woman in the truth. You know what I'm saying? There's some beautiful sisters out there, man. But shoot, that's all the questions I got, man. Good talking to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But stay strong, man.
Oh, praise.
You know what I'm saying? Stay grounded. Everything will be all right.
Yes, sir.
So, with that, I'm going to say shalom, man.
Shalom, my brother. All right, y'all.
That's it.